Dinarland highlights April 21, 2020. Foot forward. Wow. Black Monday? Referring to oil. I'm no expert at all, but are we witnessing a flash crash? I don't know for sure, but either way this puts pressure on Iraq. Mountain goat. We know there has been and still is an ongoing effort by the US to cut off Iran from Iraq. Unless this happens we will see no RV reinstatement. So now we see the militias backing down. And we read about the lack of agriculture imports from Iran as Iraq is now growing their own foods. Now we see the electricity cut off too, something we also have been reading about for years when and Simmons had contracts to rebuild the power stations and get them back online. We also see the enforcement of the new currency auction procedures, which is hoped to prevent funds from going to Iran. This is all very good for us. Jeff. From the ISX website, they're clearly telling us they have full intentions of resuming the ISX as of Sunday, April 26 they shut down the financial markets around 3:17. No one can deny or argue that the rate change process started. It's blatantly obvious. Why is this taking so long? Everybody just thinks it's a magical just change of the rate and done. The reason this whole thing is taking 6 weeks is because they have multiple steps that they have to complete to get the rate changed. The decimal point has moved. Iraq has basically dropped the zeros off the exchange rate. That's why they're showing you that the value of these stocks, CBI's ISX price index, have jumped from being worth in the millions to the billions. They transitioned to kind of a 1-to-1. I told you that Iraq had already started the rate change process as of March 17. You're now in the 6th week and I told you that the exchange rate has only changed on the accounting books, not in the public realm. None of this is public, not even in country. This is more proof right here, because the overall combined value of these companies' shares have transitioned from millions to billions, and there's no way that these companies could have just done so magically. Just because they do really good in the business world. That's just the most asinine logic I've ever heard. The movement of the price index is showing you that the companies jumped in combined share value from millions to billions because they deleted the zeros off that exchange rate. Frank 26, Catfer. The Iraqi Stock Exchange. It is a mechanism. What they did IMO is they made an announcement that the index value of the Iraqi dinar had gone up about 1,000%. They did something to do something. If it was 10% up, okay, you removed 1 zero. If it was 100% increase, okay, you remove 2 zeros. It was a 1,000% increase, that's 3 zeros. In other words, when they raised the value of the index of the currency of Iraq is now poised and set to be at 1-to-1 with the American dollar. I hope you understand there was a percentile increase in the index of the Iraqi dinar currency for its stocks that was officially announced to the international world. The Iraqi Stock Exchange has made a change. Markets. Yesterday I told you I was looking for the reset in mid-May. I may have to revise that estimate for sooner. There are a number of emergency meetings being called as we speak. I am expecting a lot of shaking of the trees today as they try to speed things up. Oil went negative yesterday. A 305% drop in the value of oil. It took a dive right out of the gate and futures were exploding. This happened much sooner than I thought it would. Things are coming together quicker than I thought they would. Everybody right now is in scramble mode to figure out how to speed up the rollout of this. I am having to change my expected time as to when we could revalue now. Sooner than May 15th. Banking sources still say RV at any time. Government sources were saying by May 15th, but after yesterday all bets are off. Will the oil implosion lower the value of the dinar? The revaluation of the dinar has been scheduled about over a 100-year period. Meaning the payback with oil credits will be over a long time. Oil prices will not stay that depressed for that long. If anything, it should increase the value of the dinar. Iraq has the lowest cost per barrel for getting it out of the ground. RV already, TNT. Iraq Parliament put itself between its own extinction and bankruptcy via oil and civic. If they had finished the RV 2 months back, they would not be in this position. Their desire to hold everything up may cost them their job. I just cannot imagine Iraq going until November with no budget, no RV, and little oil income. I think they will be desperate for the RV at the earliest opportunity. Pimpy. I'm here to keep everyone grounded. This is interesting here. General price index. This does absolutely look exciting. Do you think I wouldn't be excited if this is accurate? Of course it would be excited because it looks like the value has increased 1,000-fold. And, yes, I do see the comma, 462,830. But, is it possible that this was meant to be a decimal, 462.830, by mistake was put there a comma, and a correction will come later? This was done in February. What month are we in? April. We know for a fact that March they suspended and stopped the action on the ISX. March is done. Do you think somebody's going to let that type of cat out of the bag? Do you really think that this is legitimate? Could be. But seems to me we would have heard a lot more about it. You would see mad amount of people, investors, fund managers, all kinds of people running just buying out the dinar. Could this just be another glitch in the system that needs to be corrected? Again, I'm here to keep you guys as grounded as possible. Let's hope this is accurate. I think that would put us around, if I'm not mistaken, about $1.13, $1.34. I would love that because that would make me look like a freaking genius. But, the Central Bank of Iraq has made boo-boos before. Iraqi dinar evaluation and global currency reset. News. Dinar Chronicles. Courtesy of Dinar Gurus.